So, how exactly is this gonna work? Are we each gonna drive one engine? Because I don't know if I'm exactly qualified to do this. I mean, I'll wing it as best I can. I just don't want to be held responsible when something goes wrong. I mean, it's the engine's fault, right? Every time.
I think I'd like Phil to drive me. Relax, relax. None of us are driving them. They have drivers and firemen. Whew. Aww.
All right, let's do this. Here's to some positive life experiences.
This all looks familiar, doesn't it, Duke? Yes, it's all coming back to me. You okay, Duke? I just don't know if we should be here. Why shouldn't we be here? It could be disrespectful to the other engines who worked here. Duke, those engines are long gone. None of them are still here. We aren't disturbing any resting ground. Well, you can't be too careful.
Hey guys, look at that. There's a cave and stuff up there. Can we stop? Come on guys, the view from up there must be spectacular.
I think we should follow. This could be your big photo opportunity.
You guys stay here. I think Thor needs some rest.
Grandpuff, is there a reason you've been acting so strangely? It honestly doesn't seem like you want to be on this trip at all. I suppose it's time I told you both this story. I owe it to you after all these years. Owe us what? Do you remember my story about an engine called Smudger? Ooh, I do. I remember it perfectly. Smudger was...
Smudger, said Duke, was a show-off. He rode roughly and often came off the rails. I warned him to be careful, but he took no notice.
Listen, Dookie,
He snarled.
who worries about a few spills?
We do here, I said, but Smudger just laughed. Until one day, manager said he was going to make him useful at last. Smudger started laughing. Generator. He's still out there behind our shed. He'll never move again.
After that, if I remember correctly, we became really useful engines. Remember that, Duke? Yes, I remember that story, but is something wrong? It's just... that story wasn't completely true. You see, I left out some details.
Was American. He was from Pennsylvania and worked there before being transported to Sodor for work on the Mid-Sodor Railway. But he wasn't rescaled properly. This made him sway roughly as he rode and made him prone to derailment. The poor fellow couldn't help it. He tried his hardest, puffing as slowly and carefully as possible, but he would shake so badly as he went along that he would nearly always derail. I, in my arrogance, felt that he had no place on Sodor. Derailed again? Huh. Typical careless American. You should be ashamed of yourself. Barging uninvited into another engine's country and behaving so badly upon arrival. I have half a mind to report you to the manager.
Duke, please, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I'm trying my best here, but... Duke, please, just give me one more chance. I promise I'll improve. I want to do well, honest. But these rails...
What about these rails? I've traveled these rails 1,000 times, and I never once had a problem. The problem is you, and you have the nerve to blame my railway for your problems. Repugnant.
No, Duke, I didn't mean it like that. Please, listen.
Rude, obnoxious Americans.
Wow, this is even better than I thought. Guys, you gotta see this. Hey, Phil, do you think there's time for a brief little spelunk while we're here? Guys, run!
Why?
I made a mistake. It was a bad cave.
Oh my goodness.
Run!
Gas, you brought a gun?
Almost every time we hang out, someone tries to kill us.
Ah! Are you going to shoot the bear?
I'm thinking about it, Michelle, but sincerely, I have too much respect for such a beautiful animal to even consider.
Give me the gun.
What?
You missed.
Oh, stop.
Not long after, Smudger, predictably, derailed again. By that time, I had had it. I reported him to the manager, and I was the one who suggested making him into a generator.
I feel terrible now. Oh, Duke. Now I understand why you didn't want to come back here. You don't think he's still around, do you? I don't know, but that's only half the story. It gets much worse.
Stow the engines! Hurry!
Ah! We're being pursued by a large mammal.
Was that a bear?
Sure was. Such a noble and majestic creature. I can't believe my third favorite animal will be so dead set on injuring myself and others.